Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Saturday, which means it's time for another Nozz Watches Dr. Stone. Oh boy. So, in our last episode, Senku and the boys were trying to create light bulbs. Alright then, but they couldn't figure out a filament because they kept using literally the worst type of fucking filament. Like bamboo, fucking, of all the fucking filaments, carbon, fucking platinum, fucking so many other fucking filaments were tried in coming up to the tungsten light bulb. But hey, our boys discovered this we could just kind of had just a big old fucking rock of light hanging around. So now all they have to do now is figure out how to make fire as hot as a Saturn V rocket. But honestly, at this point, it's an anime, so they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out, and we'll have tungsten fucking filament by the end of the day. Oh, not light bulbs. They're trying to make vacuum tubes. Sorry, might be. They already made light bulbs, but now they're trying to make vacuum tubes, which are just light bulbs with extra steps. Oh boy, but yeah. Let's see how they reach that level of fucking fire, shall we? To melt the tungsten at the light, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh boy. Alright, no, they have to go get more of it first. Oh yeah, and they're bringing magma into the cave. I totally forgot here for a second. That's like, oh no. Forget about finding the heat, let's just go find more first. Let's not figure out how to work it or anything, let's just go. Here's hoping they pick up more than... just fucking, than tungsten. Because if this whole tungsten thing doesn't work out by some magnificent twist, then oh boy. Oh god. Fucking everyone here is just like... We already heard that bit, Chief. You don't gotta repeat yourself. You already said that 5 seconds ago. This will be perfect to do crimes. Did Gen just threaten his life? Did Gen just go, hey look, if you touch them, I will find out where you live and I will end you? What the Gen? Gen, what are you doing? Is Gen about to fucking revolver ocelot us again? Fuck it, we're just gonna get that freaking comic with the boss and Revolver Ocelot. How many levels of betrayal are you on there, boss? Oh, betraying America to betray the USSR in order to help America, in order to betray America to create my own independent nation. You are like a little babby, watch this! Revolver Ocelot's fucking affiliations page on fucking the Metal Gear Wiki. It's literally longer than some articles on that fucking wiki. I'm not kidding. Fucking Revolver Ocelot fucking betrayed everybody at least once. Some 5. Fucking just... And I'm pretty sure one of the people he betrayed was himself at one point. Fucking... Oh boy. So, was Gen's hair wasn't always two-tone, was it? I'm trying to remember back, because he's in the opening twice, like once with him before he became Stone and once after. And in the one where before, he's on the little TV in Senku's classroom, and he's got full black hair. Like, is that a quirk of the petrification? It fucked with his hair. I'm waiting for the crimes to happen. I'm waiting for big crimes. I feel like going across a ladder like that with high heels is probably a bad idea. Why do they all wear heels? Jesus. Well, that's a way to do it. Just lift the ladder with him on it. Holy shit. Damn, nature, you scary. Oh, okay, crime time begins now. Oh, wait, no, rescue time. I mean, technically, he saved you from falling in, Chief. I think Magma was actually trying to be a good boy there for a minute. But, like, he only came at Senku when the floor was already falling underneath him. Which means that going at like is he just that stupid or nah? I mean, I choose to believe Magma's trying to be cool, and he knew that if Senku didn't let go, Senku would die, and Senku was required for the village. But then again, it could just be that he's a big dumb idiot, and I'm attributing too much to him and his tiny little rock brain. Oh, hey, Chrome, are you stupid? Yeah, but like... Hmm... But isn't this rock rather porous? I'm trying to think, because it's brittle as well, so... Wouldn't... Wouldn't pressure from the water fucking... Wouldn't pressure from the water, like, push the stone and break it? Or am I misunderstanding the hardness of mica? Yeah. And together we are codependent. And it doesn't matter how smart you are, it matters how sociopathic you are to wind up at the top. Yeah. And in return, someday you'll be able to sit on your ass playing PlayStation. Just spend all day drinking Mountain Dew and playing PlayStation. You never have to worry about anything again, Magma. Just as God intended. You really did they have to explain that one? That one's like elementary school there, Chief. Come the fuck on. He's gonna fucking drown. Number one power. After that, we're gonna have some problems, though. Yeah, you heard him, Senku. You're only allowed to show him cool shit. I mean, that's true. There's a lot of cool science shit. There's also a lot of lame shit. Shit that if I said out loud, Sai would come in and punch me in the mouth, so I'm not going to. Because she's a giant nerd. Magma's a good boy. Yeah, no, that is pretty bad. That is pretty bad there. Because Magma's gross. Like, I imagine Senku at least understands, like, personal hygiene. Magma, I don't trust. Hey, at least their lights still work. They didn't get wet. God, Senku, how the fuck is Senku still so out of shape? It's been months of them living like this. Scone. The fuck is a scone? Okay then. Okay then, so scone is just a fucking pick and mix then. Ugh. But you changed your mind, huh? Okay, good, so I wasn't overthinking it. Okay. It's hard to tell with characters as dumb as Magma. Because sometimes they could just be straight up, like, no, they can be legit and be like, yeah, no, I want to murder the fuck out of you. Punch him! Punch him in his big dumb face! That we know of. Like, the treasure of friendship. God fucking damn. The real Tungsten was the friends we made along the way! It is. Bro, you just posted cringe, Chrome. Chrome, you just posted cringe, bro. You're gonna lose subscriber. So what did he say? What's he gonna get? He's hungry. That'd be the excuse I'd use for him. What did Gen offer him? Food? What the fuck are you guys doing? That's not. Come on. What's the gimmick? Come on, what's going on here? Is it his birthday or something? They made him a telescope. They made him a telescope! Oh my god, that's great! Holy fuck, they did all that in 3 days! And that's where his dad was. Oh no. Oh my god, it is his birthday! So wait, so fucking January 4th is his birthday. So how did they know? Oh. Oh. I know exactly how they knew it was his birthday because Senku's dad made Senku's birthday a fucking holiday in the village. That's why. I should have immediately been like, "Oh wait, no, hang on. They've got a day for it, Rock Day." God, Senku's dad just like went out of his way to ensure that that when Senku came back, no one would forget his fucking birthday. And that if anything, his birthday's been celebrated every day for the last 3,000 fucking years. Ginro, shut the fuck up, you're ruining it. Ginro, you're ruining it. Senku's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. It was in the stories. It was in the stories, I bet. Oh my god, Gen just did the math. Gen just did the fucking math. Hmm. Jesus. So Gen's been a Senku stan this whole fucking time. This whole fucking time he's like, nah man, Senku's the fucking best. Oh my god. He's gonna lose subscribers, sorry Gen. Oh. Man, that's just pure. That's pure. But then again, Gen didn't really need to do that, because I imagine... Because the village celebrates Senku's birthday as a holiday. So I imagine he probably could have just asked Ruri, but I guess, like, Ruri maybe wouldn't even know the context of how Rock Day started, so I guess that's fair enough. But god, that's so cool, though. Gen just did the math to figure out when Senku's birthday was. And the village, they've just been celebrating it. They've just been celebrating it every year for the last 3,000 years. Like, that's so fucking cool, dude. That's the fucking best. Oh, man. This episode is full of pure. This episode is just the most wholesome fucking shit, dude. Like, holy crap. Oh. I wonder if they're ever actually gonna get like to the point like, okay, if you're in the manga, let me know. But did they ever actually make a space program? Like, okay, you know, like in Gurren Lagann, right? Gurren Lagann kind of has a similar premise to this a little bit. Um, and notice I said similar, not the same. Where like you've got the remnants of humanity, and they live in small villages that are very, very, you know, like they're not very advanced. They're kind of shitty. And wave of science. And the whole point of what Simon and Kamina and Yoko and all them do is to overthrow a mad tyrant that seeks to keep humanity essentially at the Stone Age through force and murder if necessary. It's very much the same kind of thing, but like after the Spiral King is defeated, humanity advances like at a ridiculous pace to the point where Kamina City is more advanced than fucking anything we have in the modern day. Like, they got fucking flying cars, they got, like, spaceships, they got fucking, like, all this. And, like, and they're still fucking advancing as well, like, shit. And, you know, they got fucking mechas and all this shit. Like, I'm wondering, is, like, are we gonna see something like this, like, I mean, obviously not at the same pace, of course, but, like, are we eventually gonna get to the point where, like, Senku just sets up a fucking world government? They just start unpetrifying people, and you've got a new government with fucking President Senku. And they fucking head off into space and basically surpass humanity. Like, are we gonna get to that point? Are we gonna get to the point where they fucking send people to the moon? Like, where they, you know, and they fucking find the Apollo landing. I don't know, that'd be kind of neat. That'd be kind of neat. Because I know someone's told me that eventually they do start sailing to other countries to see if, like, maybe other people survived. But like, yeah, still, like, space, like, I mean, ocean travel is honestly basically the prototype for fucking space travel. Like, a lot of that shit transfers over. Oh boy, but yeah, like, I fucking love this show, dude. Fucking, and this episode as well, like, there's a lot of stuff here where it's like, okay, yeah, that one has a lot of anime in it, that wouldn't actually work. But this episode in of itself is just so goddamn wholesome, I fucking love it. Just, they need magma to get the rocks, but like, and like, but they super don't trust magma, but magma's like, despite the fact that he doesn't like Senku, he doesn't like the fact that Senku took what was essentially rightfully his as far as he was concerned, he still saves them, he still helps them, and despite the fact he wants to murder them super bad, like, he's a decent enough human being that he goes like, no, that's fucked up and wrong, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I don't know, man, like, fucking, the fact that they don't have to worry about magma stabbing them in the back anymore, that's kind of neat. And just the whole birthday thing. Like, not a ton of stuff happened this episode, but like, just, it would just feel good, Chief. Just the idea, just like, nah, like they have the tungsten. Like, Senku got to celebrate his birthday. We learned a little bit about how the village, like, Senku's dad, like, influenced the village a little bit more. And now he's got, like, a big telescope to look at the stars, which, like, I mean, that's the goal for Senku, right? I mean, looking up at the stars. Like, man, this is just great. This is just pure. Like, I don't really have all that much to say about it. I mean, them having to talk about fucking siphons. I mean, anyone who's ever stolen gasoline, no, but like, anyone who's ever been in elementary school fucking knows knows siphoning. Like, holy shit. Like, I'm pretty sure they even do it in SpongeBob at some point. SpongeBob siphons gas out of a car, and he accidentally swallows a bunch of it. Fucking, yeah, so if SpongeBob knows how to do it, then, like, I'm pretty sure you don't need to tell us about it, Chief. Yeah, this is just good. This is cute. This is like, I mean, I know, like there's some people, like, especially, and even people who watch this with me who are like, man, I've got big problems with this show, but, like, I honestly, like, I think the only issues I have are stuff that's very much like, oh no, we sacrificed stuff for the sake of anime pacing. Like, say, Senku waiting to automate everything until the absolute last possible fucking minute. Like, that's annoying, but I can understand it from a storytelling perspective. Because with storytelling, you do kind of have to do things in a slightly illogical manner sometimes just to progress the plot. I mean, that's been a thing ever since stories were first invented. Like, that's just kind of just always been a thing. Like, fucking, like the fucking Epic of Gilgamesh. Fucking, if you really think about that story, there's a lot of shit in that story where you're just like, Gilgamesh, but why? Gilgamesh, but why, though? Like, Gilgamesh, we know Ishtar wants your dick. Like, did you have to let her down so hard? Did you have to no way fag that? No? Like, just... Like, yeah, she sent that bull down to fucking... Yeah, she sent that bull down because you pissed her off. Did you have to butcher it? Could you not have just captured it and had the god the Ishtar stole it from come down and get it? Because, chief... Like you know, a lot of like, you know, it's like it's a point where it's like there comes a point where you're just like yeah, that's really dumb, or like that logically should have been done differently. But then also you got to remember it's a story and the plot has to progress to a certain point, and that's just a concession you have to make with narratives. Like. It's just how it be, because if everything worked the way it did in real life, it wouldn't be fantasy, would it? Oh boy, but yeah. And Gen's great. I love Gen. Like, I love how, like, he constantly, like, he tries to, like, come across as a fucking anime villain, but he's the purest, nicest boy ever. Boy just wants some fucking candy and cola, dude. He just wants some Beepus. That's all he wants. Just... I really, really want them to kill Tsukasa already and just... I want to see Ishigami Village grow into essentially Kamina City, you know? Like, I want to see, like, the village grow and expand, and I want to see, like, people have their stores and people have actual clothes, and just, I don't know, just like this bastion of humanity and progress in the middle of nowhere. Because right now, barring like katanas and like the simple machines, there is very little tangible difference between Senku and Tsukasa. Like, Tsukasa, like, he lives in a cave, they got simple stone weapons, all that, but like, appearance-wise, there's not a ton of difference between Ishigami Village and Tsukasa Empire. You know, they both, like, they wear furs, they're living in very simple housing, like, you know, they have a very primitive tribal structure. I don't know, I kind of want there to be, like, more of a difference, you know? But, they're in wartime. They're in wartime, so, like, non-practical applications of technology for warfare have to wait until after, so... Congrats, Senku, Congrats, Tsukasa, you're actively stymieing the growth, whether you intend to or not. I mean, he intends to, but this isn't the way he intended to do it. Oh boy. Like, war is really good for technology, but only technology that can be converted into explosions. Like, that's something that, like does actually kind of, like, annoy me when people say that. It's like, oh man, war is good for technology. Look how much humanity advanced during the Second World War. And it's like, well, yeah, but every single application of technology there was for murder. Like, cars predate it. Like, fucking cars predate it. So, like, it wasn't cars being innovated by science. Like, rockets, yeah, like rocketry, that got a massive boost, but that's because they were making fucking ICBMs, chief. Like, honestly, like, if people decided they wanted to go to the moon, rocketry probably would have continued at the same pace. If anything, the fucking Cold War did more for rocketry than fucking the World War II ever did. Fucking, like I think like just a lot of what like got a big boom in World War II was computing and communications technology. I think that's like the one thing I can point at and go like, yeah, no, that needed World War II to happen. That required a big ass fucking war. But yeah, but that's kind of the exception, honestly. But yeah. It's good. It's a good show. It's wholesome and it's a lot, and it lets me talk about the history of technology. Not so much the technology itself, because I'm a big science dum-dum. Oh boy, but yeah. Meme review. Alright, yeah, so that's really all I have to say about this episode. It's just good. It's just good. So let me know what you thought of this down there in the comments. Whether you liked it, you disliked it, or you want to bring up something I left out, because that's entirely possible. Oh boy. And as always, everybody, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked down there in the description, along with a link to my Discord, and on the end card with links to my videos. Oh boy. And if you do support me on Patreon, you get access to a special patrons-only channel on the Discord, where you can recommend things to be Let's Played, live streamed, Let's Watched, whatever. Oh boy. And also we have our patrons-only movie night that we do once a month, usually at the end of the second full week of any given month, where we hang out in our Discord voice chat and hang out in our SyncTube, and we watch some anime, play some video games, just kind of hang out, have a good old grand old time. And that happens usually at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard on Saturdays, the second Saturday of, like, unless like the week starts on like a fucking Thursday, at which point that's the third Saturday. But fucking damn you, Augustus Caesar! Fuck Augustus Caesar, man. Fucking making all the months have like start and fucked weeks. Fuck that man. Oh boy, yeah. Oh boy. So everybody, yes, I'll see you in the next video. But most of all, become a trash mammal today. And I will see you a round